Richard, he said, Jay Bird, just want to let you know I'm a regular cigar smoker, and I'd like to call you out. Yes, I understand some people don't like cigar smoke. That's why I respect my friends, some ex-girlfriends that didn't like it, never smoked around them. The West Palm Beaches has the best cigar shops around the area, so Jay Bird, you can go F yourself.
No, I hear you. But the point of the segment is to give your strong opinion about something. I've just seen cigar people be such dick faces with how they don't care about their surroundings. Mm-hmm. I just feel like if you're going to be a cigar smoker, make sure you're in a cigar kind of arena area.
Yeah, that's right. You just got to be cool, man.
I'm not going to play basketball on shuffleboard. See what I'm saying?
I hear you. I get what you're saying. Got an email here from Carlos. He said, I want to call out the lady that stole the U-Haul truck and decided to hit a cop and end up in our front yard wrecking one of those vehicles and waking us up too early on Sunday morning. Come on, lady, do better in life. Well, you're probably going to be in jail for a long time, so okay.
Do better, lady.
Yeah, a lot of people jacking U-Hauls these days and doing weird stuff with it.
Well, they got the goods in there.
Yeah. Yeah, they had that. Had somebody jacked one in New York City a couple days ago. Decided to try to run some people over. It's an odd thing. John said, I want to give a shout out and actually call him out to myself. It's kind of awkward when I went to the Florida Panther game and had to go to the bathroom. I went all the way down to the last stall, and it wasn't until then that I got there that I realized I was in the women's bathroom. And now I had to try to figure out how to make my escape without looking creepy.
And that's happened to me before, too. And, of course, your defense is going to be, I didn't know it was the woman's room. Okay, weirdo, get the fuck out of that's one of those defenses. I swear, I wasn't looking in the window.
Yeah, you're
whatever, buddy.
Be like, oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry. You just have to look like you're stunned and shocked and then just get out and try to not make eye contact with anybody.
Look, some of us are kind of clueless when we go outside. You know, it's just you go on autopilot and you end up in some weird situations.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. And a nice, sweet call out from our friend Caitlin in Charlotte. Her son Caleb was in a dance competition this weekend, and his music stopped halfway through, but he continued to dance with no music. She said, Caleb, I love you so much. It doesn't matter what the judges gave you. You did the best thing a dancer could do at the moment. And you didn't let it stop you. Love you, buddy.
Oh, we know him. He is such a great kid. And that is without a doubt the right spirit. Always dance. Even when the music stops, baby. You got to keep going. Yeah. That does suck when you are on stage and you require music and it skips. I can't tell you how many Snack Pack shows in the beginning we did where the CD would skip, the fucking speaker would break.
That used to be the thing a lot, yeah. Oh. Milli Vanilli days, they had that. You had, was it Ashley Simpson on Saturday Night Live? Her CD started skipping.
And then she blamed it on her band. She throws them under the bus.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, that's right. She said, "Oh, they weren't on the no."
I don't think she ever recovered, man. That was pretty. She had such a hot hand.
She was right on. I don't know that anyone's Saturday Night Live performance has ever been more damning than hers.
They've had some times where people have gone off script on Saturday Night Live, and Lorne Michaels said, all right, screw you, you're never coming back on. They've had those kind of moments before.
Yeah, but you're just, almost some people would be like, yeah, you're kind of being a boss, you know?
The Sinead O'Connor one was, she ripped the picture of the Pope.
Right.
Was that was on SNL, right?
That was on Saturday Night Live, and she had a hard time with that. I know.
She had a hard time after. Yeah, people didn't really...
Yeah, people did not. They did not take too kindly to that.
She went viral before going viral was a thing.
It was something everybody was talking about, and for her, not really in the best way, in the best light. And I don't know how much more she had in the tank, song wise, because I mean her biggest hit was written by Prince, and the other hits that she had were mediocre hits in alternative.
I was watching some special on YouTube. It was about stories you didn't know because, things weren't viral back then.
Yeah.
But there were stories about celebrities that they were never on anyone's radar until you go back and look
Right.
at some certain things. Go, holy shit! They were a horrible person.
Yeah. It's amazing how many things just kind of slid through
Big time.
and things you don't know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Well, if it happened nowadays, it would be not only national news, it would be everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about even just a celebrity having a major meltdown at a store or something. That now, if that happens, that is everywhere. That'll be on, if
All
you get it
over
on
the place.
video, it's everywhere.
Yeah. We think about Brittany when she had, remember she shaved her head and attacked that car with an umbrella? And that's still, you had cameras on that. But, I mean, imagine now how many other people would have had cameras on it. So I think there's only like 1 or 2 different camera angles.
Oh, now if you fuck up, you are, I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, let me see here. Got an email from Judy. We were talking about what Denny's can expect when labor comes up. She said, when I was in labor with my second child, my ex-husband kept telling me the pain wasn't that bad and it would go away soon. So I bit him in the hand. I told him that the pain would go away soon. Shortly after that, I gave birth to a 9-pound baby boy, all natural delivery, and it did hurt.
9 pounds. That's a
Yeah,
big.
that's a big one. That is going to hurt. If you do that naturally,
Holy crud balls. 9 pounds.
yeah.
That's how many pizzas? That's got to be. I won't even bother doing the math. That's
You
a
don't
lot.
know what your average weight of your pizza is?
It's a lot of pizza. I feel like.
A lot of pizza, yeah, absolutely. I got an email here from Cindy. She had gotten a ghost in a photo when she went to St. Augustine.
Nice.
It's a little getaway. They went on one of the ghost tours, and one was to the old jail where outside is the hanging tree. Apparently, a lot of criminals were held in that jail before they were executed at the time and at that tree. The jail had 2 or 3 levels to it, and one of them was where most of the activity was. It was a night tour, so things were pretty dark. When we were on the level where most of the activity was, I went in on one of the cells, which was almost entirely black, and I was just trying to get pictures of any orbs. And after I snapped several, I left the cell and sat on the bench outside, and the docent was kind of boring, so I quit listening and was scrolling through my pictures, see if I caught anything. As I scrolled to one, a face came into focus. Picture Jack Nicholson in The Shining in the Here's Johnny scene. I shit you not, I nearly lost it. I scrolled through the rest and there was nothing. I went back to that pic and it was still there. And as I scrolled back and forth, only that picture had the face, but it seemed to me like it was getting a little fainter every time I scrolled to it. I excitedly called my friend Lisa over to look at it. She said, "What the heck is that?" Then after looking at it another time or two, the picture just disappeared. I've had spirits mess with my technology before, but nothing like this. I guess the electromagnetic frequencies of the paranormal mess with our electronics.
Well, think about if you do believe in ghosts and you believe in spirit and all that. Okay, well, you would assume they've always been around. Well, keep in mind, back then when they were around, we didn't have certain technology. They weren't able to do certain things that they are able to now. So even for a spirit, some of this technology is new to them, and they're probably trying to figure out ways to communicate. Just a theory,
Yeah.
but think about the 1600s compared to now. Some people would obviously believe that there's spirit back then.
Yeah.
Without any technology, now you can come through, all these electronics.
Right,
It's got to change the
absolutely.
game a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a theory.
I was watching my show. It's just full of these fascinating stories beyond the unknown.
I know that's very good. I've seen it before.
And so they had a story that was from the 1920s, and it was these guys that were in the Chicago Mafia. And one of them had been arrested and sentenced to death by hanging that was in this gang for murder and whatnot. So the head of the gang, he had known that this guy had turned him in, that they were going to hang. And he had implicated him, so he knew the cops were coming after him. But when they hung this guy that had turned rat on this mafia boss, he had his henchmen grab the guy's body pretty quick because they didn't really watch it after that. So he had some guys that they got the body, and then they took the body to a warehouse. They got it out of there quick. They pumped a bunch of oxygen in it and did a whole bunch of stuff to revive him, and the guy came back to life. And they're like, holy crap. And they kind of discovered through that if you didn't snap your neck, that they could resuscitate you after a good hanging. And so he said, okay, guys, I know they're going to come after me, so this is what we've got to do. Oh, by the way, when they brought that guy back to life, the mobster he turned coat on, shot him in the head.
Wow, what a story.
He was brought back to life from his hanging only to be shot in the head by the guy that he had ratted out. Imagine that. If you're like dead and out, you come to, you're like, oh my gosh, thank God I'm alive. Oh, dang it. I'm in the hands of the guy I just...
Oh, rats.
Oh, rats. In and out. Oh, geez. I think I'm alive. Now I'm dead. Now I'm dead again. And so the cops finally came after him and arrested him based on the evidence that they had and the information they got from the guy they previously hanged. So this guy, when he was on death row, he went on this massive diet, wouldn't eat, wouldn't touch his food, because he found that, okay, he studied on ways necks don't snap from the hangman. There's different things that you could do. So he positioned his body right, made sure he was lighter, and sure enough, they hung him and it didn't snap his neck. And he had his henchmen come and grab him. And some of the guys at the prison are like going, wait a minute, where are they going with that body? And they stopped him. They were already in the back of an ambulance trying to get this guy away, and they were trying to revive this gangster in the back of this ambulance when they're like, what are you guys doing? And then they caught him, and then they obviously didn't let them resuscitate the guy, so he wound up dying from his injuries. And then after that, it became a law that in prisons, you had to sit, the body had to sit for an hour to make sure that it was dead. Because this was in the era, we talk about all those people that they thought were dead but weren't. We still have those stories today.
Yeah.
Of people that get sent to the morgue, and they're like, how are they still alive? How'd you not know that? Apparently your breathing can get so shallow that your heart can beat like once a minute and it'll still keep you alive.
Oh, what a story. Yeah, I've been on that weird kick. I know I'm always on a weird kick, but I've really been upping the weird content that I've been watching too. A lot of UFO stuff, a lot of ancient alien stuff.
Oh yeah,
all that ghost stuff.
Oh yeah, I've been going down the rabbit hole, Bird. Another question here is about the Delta 8. Ryan said, Kevin, Denny's, I've been catching up on the ATS, and I hear Kevin is doing the Delta 8. Are you just taking it at night for sleep or throughout the day? Any recommendations on where to learn more or gather more information? What are you currently taking or using, Kevin? I'm using the Delta 8 stuff now that those listeners had sent us. I opened the package a couple weeks ago here on the show. I've been kind of going through that. And yeah, the one thing I'm starting to learn about is the milligram stuff. That's kind of important. Like, I wasn't really checking. I'm just like, it's just a gummy. You know, it's pretty much what you want to do. So I had this pack and I've been taking them. But over the weekend, I'm like, you know what? I got a little bit of time. I'm going to try a gummy from this packet. And I did. And got really tired. This was on Saturday night, I think it was. And went to bed probably about like 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's lame.
No, it was actually on Sunday. I went to bed probably about like 9 o'clock. Yeah, Sunday coming into yesterday. We had yesterday off.
Did you, are you feeling it like it's working?
Yeah. I mean, to me, it was just, it's a pretty sound sleep. Otherwise, it could be pretty light and I'm in and out. But yeah, go down.
You don't feel high though?
No, I try to time it. All I do is I start to feel sleepy. When I guess that's the high starting to creep in, it just kind of makes me tired. I just close my eyes, I go to sleep, and then I wake up. And that was what was great trying this new gummy Sunday night going into Monday, because I knew I didn't have to wake up. Dog, I went to bed at 9 p.m. on Sunday night. I woke up at 10 a.m. I slept 13 hours.
Your body needed it.
Oh, my gosh.
Your body needed it.
But then I checked, and the milligrams were much higher, I noticed, on this one than the other.
13 hours.
Oh, my gosh. I was out cold for 13 hours.
I have not slept 13 hours in my life since I was probably 14.
I haven't slept this much probably since college. I don't know when I've ever slept 13 hours at a time. It's crazy. So, yeah.
Gosh, that sounds so peaceful. Was it nice? Or
it was
is it
amazing.
one of those things where you slept so much, because you could sleep so much to where you're tired, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, I actually felt pretty good, but I could tell that whatever I took was pretty insane. So, because I still felt a little bit like, woof, I was a little goofy. And I didn't think like the Delta 8 really got you high, but I was feeling it.
Are you against regular weed edibles? Because I know, because you'll talk about how you'd have a drink, and that first drink would relax you. That's what the weed would do, sort of, you know, in a sense. Do you explore that option still?
I haven't yet, because to me that's riskier, and I don't have a chance for that. What it would be nice to do is try to find something pretty low grade that you could take that would be nothing but calming, because I have had that. When I've woken up in the morning, I feel good, but I'm not anxious or jittery, and it's just a nice little, you know, kind of cool chill feel. Like I just feel relaxed, and I like that.
From the real ones or the Delta 8?
The Delta 8s have been doing it, and even the real ones. In fact, I right now don't notice much of a difference. That's the one thing, is I figured that there would be, but I don't know. Maybe they sent me more than just Delta 8, because yeah, it's definitely helped me sleep. But then yesterday morning I was like, man, I think I might be high. I'm not sure.
You would be high for 9 months if you did a dab.
Oh, probably, yeah. Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, I'm still in that position trying to figure it out. And I think the Delta 8, you can pretty much get that about anywhere, right?
I believe so. That's more of a Denny's question, but yeah, the stuff that's not, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna act like I'm Denny's.
Okay. He's got to run TV and stuff in there too.
Yeah, there's a lot going on over there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what it is, but
we'll get you your answers.
And this one here, Unique Rudolph, just had a quick question about, let's say that you had to stock up on pot. Can you vacuum pack it, and will it come back and be smokable? So if so, how long do you think it would last? Vacuum packed weed, Denny's, would that be a viable option?
Absolutely.
And would it come back just as good?
Yeah, I think weed, it takes a long time, but it will lose potency over, I mean, a year. You could probably lose a little bit, and then another year you lose a little bit.
Okay,
but it's very faint.
Yeah, I mean, I've smoked older weed and still got, you know,
Yeah, it has to be real old. It has to be probably 5 years plus, I'd say. And a lot of it would just be that it gets stale, kind of just like any ingredient.
Like some Chester Copperpot weed.
Yeah, if you found like a lid from your dad's drawer or something today,
yeah,
that would probably not get you that high.
Okay.
But you would
Plus,
like
it was weaker back then, too.
We call it old man weed. The 70s old man weed.
It'll mess with an old timer who jumps in the game now, man. They go, yeah, let me get that funky stuff. And then they realize that it's 20% more THC than they're used to.
It always goes down. Let me get some of that sticky icky. And then they'll smoke it. Oh, this is way more potent than the shit I smoked back in 71.
How it always goes.
If you got a large windfall of more than you would take down in the ultimate near future, how would you do anything special to preserve it, or just roll it up in a baggie and get to it when you get to it?
I mean, it doesn't last that long, but
You paint a scenario that's near impossible.
yeah, I was to say,
Right, I know. I knew it.
but you could absolutely vacuum seal that and store that, throw it in a freezer. Some people vacuum seal and throw it in a freezer.
That'd be how you would do it.
I was kind of shocked when Denny's brought home that New York pizza. It was 4 going on 5 days, and he did a really great job of packing it and making it real tight and putting it in the freezer. And on the 5th day, we put it in the oven because he seal packed it so tight. It tasted so delicious, almost like if it was from the restaurant. Okay. Yeah, but he immediately did the right stuff.
I took the slices out, immediately wrapped them in tin foil, and then put them in plastic bags, and then stuck it right in the freezer. Right when the pizza arrived, it was the first thing I did.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I froze it immediately.
Yeah.
It was one of those freezers that you open, like that, where they throw deer meat into.
Right. Yeah.
So it cooled it immediately.
If you're able to seal a pizza and make it taste just as good 5 days later, you can seal up your weed. You'll be all right.
Okay. All right.
You can freeze stuff forever. You can freeze it or vacuum seal it. That really does improve the longevity.
But if you sealed it and then put it in the freezer, you're good, man. Your weed's going to be good.
Okay.
But also with that Delta 8, the higher concentrate Delta 8s can give you a little bit of a feeling. It has to be high concentrate.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know exactly what it was. I mean, it just looked like a regular kind of like Lifesaver type gummy
Well,
thing.
you said you got to look at the milligrams, because they make them in different, I mean, they have up to 100 milligrams now. Pills and stuff, which would rock your world if you're not used to it. So I would definitely always look at the milligrams.
It would knock Rawson's dick straight up in the dirt.
Well, it's the same as taking Tylenol. If you take, 10 milligram compared to a 50 milligram.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was like 300.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's probably why you're like, whoa. Well, so think about it, though. Delta 8 is a lot less potent than marijuana, so 300 times Delta 8 would probably be somewhere in the ballpark of 50 times marijuana.
All right, I gotta get you an acoustic guitar just to start strumming some chords,
or at least a tambourine.
Yeah, just something to kind of.
I know you want. I just sleep, man. I'm just like, oh, okay.
But yeah, keep it the lower dose if that's knocking you out. I would always just work lower dose to higher dose. If it's not knocking you out like it used to, maybe jump to a little bit higher dose. Our body's designed to tolerate things.
Right.
So
yeah.
develop that tolerance.
Right now, I think it's about 10 milligrams is about all I need. I'm good.
Yeah, I'd say if I ever eat edibles, which is rare, I mean, the max I will do is 40 milligrams. The feeling is so different to me.
And I had the worst experience. They were homemade edibles, and it was just such a bad experience. And ever since that experience, I really very cautious when it comes to edibles.
Yeah.
It was it was when I went to Animal Kingdom, and nothing was real.
Okay.
It was awful, Kevin.
Alex said with the license plates you're talking about that don't make it through the system, apparently Georgia is not as tight, or one just slid through. Somebody has Beaver that they put on their license plate.
See, I think you could get
This is
away with
Alabama.
Beaver, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't one that came flagged for Florida, but they did. It looks like B4ver. They use the number 4 for the A.
Well, but I mean,
Beaver.
beaver meant beaver before it meant vagina. You know, the beaver was the animal, so you can't take away
I know.
beaver.
Yeah, don't feel like you're right. And also, too, I mean, there's like the Oregon State beavers.
Exactly. I mean, even the word pussycat these days sounds a little, whoa, pussycat.
I know, yeah.
It's a little
People,
suspect.
what?
But you can do, isn't that weird? Pussy is offensive, but pussycat is not. Isn't that odd?
Yeah, it's what, we've made. It's our own little hang-ups.
It doesn't really make any sense, though.
No.
Pussy, oh my gosh, how dare you? Oh, but pussycat's almost G-rated.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's beautiful, yeah. Got an email from Jen. She said, saw this picture and it was packed. I don't know if Jaybird had opened up a place in Lakeland, but it's called Lovebird.
Whoa, I love that.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Lovebird, almost famous chicken in beautiful Lakeland, Florida.
Lovebird. So it's a chicken place?
Yeah.
I don't know if I like when the chicken people make the chicken look all happy and then you're eating the chicken. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's
I mean, they got the chicken up there looking all happy,
and
but
it looks like, I think it's in an old gas station. Is what it is. I mean, it looks nice, but yeah, Lovebird, almost famous chicken on Florida Avenue in Lakeland.
I have a tough relationship with gas station food. Some places can make, really good stuff. It's the shitty places that ruin it all.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I'm loving that racetrack pizza, just being honest.
you're not a big fan of that.
The looks alone.
It's not bringing it.
When's the last time you've seen it?
I mean, forever. I don't pay attention to it.
You're like, I'll take some pizza with a side order of thyme on top of it.
Is there a gas station that actually serves good pizza?
Yep, the one in Juno Beach, and I finally had it. Now, I had it. Joe Ponton brought it to the Weird and Whatever. It's the place that everyone always emails us. They go, you guys got to go to the Shell station in Juno. It's the place where that Dick Pontonon or the Dicky Pizza guy. What's from...
Oh, Dave Portnoy.
Portnoy.
Yeah.
He featured them.
Yeah.
And I had it an hour after, and it was really, really fucking good. So I want to go in there and go and get it fresh. But that's
Okay.
gas station pizza technically.
Okay.
And it is delicious.
Yeah, that would work. Absolutely. Yeah, I was just curious. Is there any place known for it? Engineer Keith said, I found something that might be good as a punishment or for what did I lick? I guess if it is, I don't know where he found this exactly, but it's Chaz kettle chips. And they've got, it's for adults 18 and over, they've got one that is pussy flavor and one that's dick flavor, supposedly.
Huh.
I don't know how they did that exactly.
That to me seems like a blindfold challenge. And
Which one do you have?
Yeah, exactly. Are you eating dick chips? Are you eating...
Wow. That could be an interesting, a little.
That'd be fun. What are you into there, Engineer Keith? What sites are you surfing
Yeah,
on?
I'm just kind of curious. Where did you see this? Looks like there's regular Coca-Cola and other things around, they wouldn't just have that in a regular carryout, would they?
Not doing so much engineering, are you?
Maybe that's what he's doing with his engineering. I'm going to make some pussy-flavored potato chips. How about that? Yeah, if you can let us know where you got that, we could try that. Have to be careful on the regular show, but...
Well, so we have to do it when Virginia's not here.
Oh, my gosh.
This is the week to do it then.
It's right. Where she comes in.
Oh, pussy chips. Oh, sorry,
Oh, it's
Kev.
pussy. I
Can I
meant
not say
Kev.
pussy, Kev? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
Dick
meant-
chips.
Oh, did I say dick? Oh, shit. Hide in the bushes.
Like a guy named Dick. You know, get it? Dick.
Yeah.
And Mimi said, I look like a guy named Cody Brown. Do you know who Cody Brown is? It
Cody
said we could
Brown.
be twins. Somebody made this on TikTok. There's a photo of Cody Brown.
What the fuck is Cody Brown?
I don't know. I have no idea who Cody Brown is. Never heard Cody Brown, but you're right. Definitely in the facial structure, we do look very similar.
Oh, you and Cody. Let me see that again. They're saying you and Cody Brown look alike?
Yeah, guess so.
If you
TV
said-
personality,
If you
sister
said
wives.
okay. If you said that was your cousin, I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah, okay.
You're hotter than him.
I'm seeing other photos of him, and we don't look as much alike. He has long hair a good bit in a lot of his photos. This is him with his hair cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you see the other stuff, yeah, we don't really look that much alike.
Nah, man. You're hotter.
No, thank you. Yeah, fuck off, Cody.
Yeah. Hashtag fuck Cody Brown. Let's get that trending.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I know you talked about court stuff. I don't know if you're going to be upset. Judge Mathis and the People's Court both got canceled.
I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Checking out some of those judging shows.
But those court shows are corny, man.
Yeah, I think daytime TV might be changing because there just used to be nothing else on, but now with all the streaming services and you pick up whatever you want, I just don't know that people are really gravitating to the soap operas like they did and a lot of that trash programming that was out there because now you can get whatever you want whenever you want it.
Did we talk about there's the one court show, and I'm not sure the name of the show, but there's a clip of the bailiff guy, and there's a comedian in the courtroom, and the whole thing is about him talking about his wife, the bailiff guy's wife, and he
Okay.
goes, look how mad he's 20 years married. Look how mad he's because he's 20 years married. Blah blah blah, making fun of how serious the bailiff looked because he's married. And then I guess 2 years later, the bailiff really murdered his wife in real life.
Oh, wow.
Do we not talk about that?
I think you did mention it, but I don't remember specifically what show it was or anything what happened.
It's a
with it.
real clip where it's the whole people like a people's court, and he's making fun of the bailiff guy
about how miserable he looked, and legitimately he was miserable by his marriage.
I think even the judge goes, oh, he's not miserable. He's got a wife. He's been happily married for 20 years, and then 2 years later he murdered his wife and is in jail now.
Damn.
Yes.
Wow.
And they play that clip right before they play the news clip.
Okay. Was it one of the major court shows?
It was one of the ones that you see it.
Dang.
People would know him.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy stuff like that that's happened.
That's fucking crazy.
It is. Did somebody call the shot?
They
and then
called
years
the
later?
shot. Yes, of how miserable he looks. Oh, he's so happily married, and he murders her.
Yeah. Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, RJ said, yeah, they've canceled a lot of court shows. I think people are just finding other things now.
Well, you know what it is, too? I think people realized how fake it was. You can only be that corny for so long. It's kind of like when the magician shows you the trick all the time.
Yeah.
You kind of go, all right, I know how it works now. That was kind of the knock on some of the numbers with wrestling, how wrestling has gone down a little bit. And they feel like, and some wrestlers have come out and said the reason why wrestling isn't as popular was because everyone started doing all these podcasts and started talking about the secrets and saying this isn't real.
Okay,
They knew it wasn't real, but they knew we really gave every trick out and let everyone know.
It's kind of like a magician if you sat down to watch an act and you're like, yeah, okay, I know you did that.
It
Oh,
starts
okay, I know
to
you did
kind of,
that.
you
Yeah.
know, for some people.
There's got to be some, sleight of hand in disguise. It'll probably change wrestling, though. To me, I'm still amazed at the athleticism of wrestling.
Yeah.
And there are some really cool moves. In fact, I think it was one of those Logan brothers, man, did like a flip off a top.
I know, man. It sucks. I hate to say it. He's pretty fucking good. he's
Really?
good.
Yeah, I was looking, I'm like, that's not bad, man.
He's turned his image around slightly.
He kind of brought it.
Or I'd say, remember when he did the suicide body in the forest and all that?
That seems like such a lifetime ago. Like those guys were like, they're both jacked now.
I think
they look like different dudes.
One's douchier than the other one. Logan is more humble than the Jake dude.
Okay.
Logan is kind of turned it around as far as public perception.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to be known as being the douche guy that showed the dead body in the forest.
But they are both kind of bringing it.
Yeah, you can't deny that they're not bringing in the money.
Yeah. So there you go. Let me see other stuff that we got going on. This is going to be a busy week with tickets. We got pink tickets we're going to be giving away for her and Group Love at Miami-Dade Arena on November 14th. You can also pick those up in the app. We've also got a bunch of other tickets. Madonna, Sam Smith, all that kind of stuff is in the app as well. So go check that out. If you want your ticket fix, we got it for you right there. All right, we'll see if we can get Suits better, get Bird healthier, try to slowly put this show back together. Virginia back on Thursday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.